In today's video, we are going to discuss about menstrual cups. Who should use it? Is it for everyone? And many more. So let's get started. Using menstrual cup for the first time makes you feel a little bit uneasy. It is difficult, it seems uncomfortable and unnatural. But once you do get used to it, you can't feel it at all, and it feels like the easiest thing in the world. Then how can we choose the right size? So, this is based on quite a few factors. It's based on your cervix, it's based on whether you have given birth or not, and it's also based on how heavy or light your flow is. Now comes with the question, at what age can you use a menstrual cup from? You can use it from any age. Obviously, you should be menstruating, but it's completely usable from any age as long as you are comfortable with the process you're using it. Do you know that menstrual cups can also be used by virgins? Yes, you heard it correct. It makes no difference to your virginity. But if you are someone who's not had sexual intercourse, it might be a little more difficult to use it for the first few times and might be slightly uncomfortable. Have you ever thought that menstrual cups might break the hymen? Those of you who don't know what a hymen is, it's just a small piece of tissue. It's very thin and is located at the entrance of your vagina. It is sometimes associated with virginity, but it actually has nothing to do with it. A lot of women are born without hymens or hymens that have partial openings to it. And obviously, your hymen does have to be opened to some extent so that menstrual blood can leave your vagina as well. It's also possible for your hymen to break while exercising or riding a bicycle or even horse riding. So, there are a number of ways that could happen. But yes, using a menstrual cup could be one of them. Does menstrual cups make your vagina bigger? Our vaginas are extremely stretchy. They are after all made to give birth to children, and they do return to their natural shape and size after giving birth. So, putting a menstrual cup inside it even for 12 hours at a time is not at all going to stretch you out or change the size of your vagina at all. What if the cup gets stuck or lost inside your body? Our vaginas are actually only open from one end, which is the side to give birth from, or you menstruate from. The other end is closed with our cervix, and this cervix is very tightly closed. It only has a small hole that opens for menstruation, and it opens when women gives birth as well. So, there is absolutely no way for the menstrual cup to go once it's inside you. If you put it in, it will definitely still be there and you will be able to remove it. If at some reason you do feel like it's stuck, all you need to do is relax, breathe, and make sure to relax your muscles and use your fingers to squeeze it slightly to increase the suction and gently pull it out. If you absolutely feel it that you can't get it out and it is stuck, then you can visit a gynecologist and they will help you out as well. Now what if you use a toilet while you are wearing a menstrual cup? You definitely can. It's not like a tampon, where some people feel like if they are using a toilet, the tampon gets pushed out because of the pushing of the abdominal muscles. We do have 3 holes downstairs that are completely separate from each other. So, using a menstrual cup in your vagina is not gonna affect any other hole in your body. The difference between a tampon and a menstrual cup is that tampons might come out more easily while using the toilet because they are smaller and much more loosely held inside you. So, it's easier to them to push out just with your muscles. Whereas the menstrual cup has suction and gets in held placefully tightly, so it's not gonna come out with that pushing of those muscles. Now, you need to know this. You don't have to use a menstrual cup if you have a silicone allergy. Now, there are lots of silicone-free menstrual cups that are available in the market, but if you do have a silicone allergy, please don't use a silicone-based cup. Number 2. If you have an IUD. An IUD is an insertable contraceptive device that is put inside your uterus by your doctor and the strings are left hanging outside. Sometimes when taking out your cup, you might accidentally yank the IUD out, which is painful and leads to failure of contraception, so you might want to avoid it. Number 3. If you have any recent vaginal surgery, abortion or childbirth, keep your cups and tampons out of your vagina for at least 6 weeks and consult your doctor before using one. Number 4. If you have vaginismus. Some people with vaginismus might find it really uncomfortable to insert even a cup or a tampon. You don't need to do this. Number 5. If you are uncomfortable, no matter how many tries and folds you try, if you are uncomfortable, you don't have to use a cup. There are lots and lots of different available options. So, choose it correctly and wisely.
Little do you know how I'm breaking.